Yo. Let's do some tarot. Strawberry new moon energies. Source, I ask that you guide this message. Chance of abundance. Interesting. So this strawberry full moon, that is, we've been feeling the energies, but it's going to be at its most potent sensation as of tomorrow, the 11th. And this is an excellent opportunity for abundance, is because the strawberry new moon is demanding us to release limited beliefs that we can't obtain, we can't achieve, we can't experience. Right? Wow, Empress. Yeah. Empress. Because a lot of our anxieties and a lot of our insecurities lead us to not be able to experience more abundance because we just haven't experienced it, right? Woohoo! So this came out reversed, and then charity. Okay, so we got the Ace of Pentacles, so great time to make money or manifest intention. And we have Judgment Day, because ultimately it's our own judgments. Who I see in the mirror is what I will be judged at. It's how I feel in my heart is how I'm going to be judged. It's how my reality is going to really start playing itself out. So this was reversed and this was upright. So charity giving. When you see yourself more than how you see yourself as a smart, integral human being, you get lifted out of this poverty mindset. And it's usually through pain that triggers us to start talking kinder to ourselves, right? Because we're kind of at a crossroads right now. I don't like to say that, but then that's when I got to trust where I'm at. I got to trust what I'm feeling, and I have to trust what my heart is telling me to do. Even if the evidence isn't tangible yet. You know, like, it's a really big belief system. How badly do you believe? And that's the thing. People will believe until, you know, something shitty happens or there's no results, you know? There's no results. Like, let's say you're on a diet and you're doing everything that you can to lose weight and you're not losing weight. So you get fed up, right? You don't have belief that it can manifest eventually. Because we're moving on to calmer waters. And how do we get to calmer waters? It starts with how we talk to ourselves. How do we talk to ourselves as a masculine energy, as a feminine energy, and in with our inner child? Because the masculine communities, they're healing, but they feel such comfort in logic. And that's why it's harder for a man to be spiritual than it is for a female, because females, they're feminine. They're naturally chemistry built to carry feminine energy because we give birth. So we are connected easier to the energies, the divine realms. And that's why every great king has a queen, because the queen gives belief to the king through how she makes him feel, through the visions that she has for them to build as one, and to bring balance between the masculine and the feminine that then bleeds into the bloodline. It bleeds into how we show up in the world, how they show up in the world. When we love from a place of understanding more than control. So I'm being called to, so much abundance right now. So much abundance. Because it takes a lot of us to get, so this is the Queen of Pentacles. It's a material, but you know what material is to me nowadays? It's not so much money. It's love. It's understanding. I was having, when you live in reality, you never know what's going to come up for emotions. But yesterday I was good, and then anxiety hit, and I wasn't happy. I was battling something. I felt heavy, I felt cloudy. I felt negative. And I'm like, man, I was just on a 3-day high of just being happy, you know, integrating a new level of consciousness, only to the contrast. And it was because up on the deck, the sun. I love you, Source. And it was because I was fighting something within. I was fighting an acknowledgement. And the more that we fight a acknowledgement, then it can manifest in negative circumstances, like just how we feel. So it was weird. Somebody that I went to high school with lives like down the road, and it's a chick, and lives like literally 500 meters from me. And me and my daughter went to go see her yesterday, and it was so beautiful. I'm like, man, I hit the lottery. Like that to me is a lottery. When you come from abandonment issues, you come from loss after loss after loss after loss. I'm 34 today. And having somebody that knew me from when I was like 15 years old and like just seen me progress, total acceptance, you know, that was abundance. It was when you are without for a while, you start to see and you don't take for granted what was so freely given before, right? Like today I have a profound appreciation for real authentic love, real authentic friendships. And you know what? Authentic friendships, authentic love, that's a lot of fucking forgiveness, a lot of acceptance. So, and like, man, I remember I was like 17 and we were doing like Molly, no judgment, but we were doing Molly. And I fucking drove. I drove to this town outside the town that I was living in. And I dreamt it, yo. But I didn't dream it because when I woke up, lo and behold, I was in a different house in a different town. This is her Honda Civic. And so she calls me the next day and she's like, instead of being like, what the fuck, where's my car, blah, 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 blah. She was just like, yo, man, you okay? I was really worried about you. You know, like a lot of people wouldn't have responded like that. They would have been more pissed off that you stole their vehicle. And it wasn't even like I was stealing it. I think we were like listening to music in the car. They went inside and I'm like, woo! You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, last card, Source. So that's kind of the abundance I feel right now. Like I'm getting out of this energy. You know, feeling like the whole world's against me. I've been backstabbed. Yeah, okay, I've been backstabbed before by people. But I also have the choice to forgive. I also have the choice to love. I also have a choice to be hopeful of restoration to all my relationships. Whether it be family, old acquaintances, you know. So, yeah, I'm very grateful for, like, and she lives down the road. And, like, yesterday I was feeling low, and it was just, like, Source had my back. It was, like, divine timing because I was learning lessons. And that's it. A spiritual awakening, it's different every day. You're learning, you're integrating, you're learning, you're integrating, you're learning, and you're integrating. What integration just means is you're understanding, you're downloading, you're computing, you're seeing a bigger perspective of what you are enduring. So then you are now lifted into a higher awareness, because the more that we forgive, the more that we trust everything that we do, every action we take, because we know ourselves to the core. Even if it doesn't make sense at the time, even if it terrifies you, even if you think you can just handle shit on your own, you know, until you like, ebbs and flows, homies, ebbs and flows. And so it's really beautiful energy today. Aw. See? It's beautiful energy today. Because after hanging in there, and sometimes we look at our cups that we used to have and we're like, why aren't we where we want to be? And then Source is like, yo, what up, homie? Come on now, take it. Because abundance of the feminine energy is here. Tap into it. Tap into it. I call you Mother Frequency. Split the deck.